if they sell this and they do this right, then literally, Jay, am I wrong here? Anything
goes. Any franchise. And this is the thing that annoys me about them. Why has everyone gone quiet? Is this just in my head?
Yes, it is.
Right, okay. So, no, I agree with Stuart. Stuart, just by the way...
Did you actually just hear Stuart smile?
Did you hear that?
I heard Stuart smile. No.
Worse than that.
It's the Joker. He's cracking his face. Sorry, yes, I got distracted. Yes, DC can't do Wonder Woman because it's too complicated. It's a frickin' raccoon with machine guns.
Yes, haters gonna hate. Right, Stuart, do you remember Ghostwatch? Just so you, I don't know if you were listening to the show.
I do,
I
do.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It was quite an effective fright for its time, right?
Yeah, it was. The BBC attempted something similar to Ghostwatch in 1972 with something called the Stone Tapes. It was shown on BBC Two on Christmas Day.
Okay,
was completely...
that's a little bit before our time.
Yeah.
It was completely forgotten about, and it supposedly caused a lot of controversial. A lot of people were writing into the BBC saying that kind of thing should not have been shown on Christmas Day. And so I'm guessing that they took a huge, massive hiatus and tried it again with Ghostwatch. But I watched Ghostwatch, and I loved it. My parents were scared, but I was just sitting there rubbing my hands with glee.
Like Chucky.
I don't know.
Okay, right. Moving on, Stuart. What's happening this week in the top 10?
Yeah, well, there's one film absent from the top 10 which I reviewed on my show, Her, which is a Spike Jonze film, which I think everybody should go out and see. It's a fantastic film. It's brilliantly acted by Joaquin Phoenix. Scarlett Johansson plays the voice of the computer who he falls in love with. It's a very strange premise, but the film itself is brilliant. So I really enjoyed it. It's just a pity that it only went in at number 11. Okay. So apart from that, 5 new films in the top 10, including the film that is at number 1. I'll leave a bit of a fact for that, which everybody can probably guess what it is anyway, but might as well just get into the top 10 then.
Okay. What we'll do is, because we're close on time, and I know you've got some gaming news as well, we'll just basically gloss over the ones that we've talked before, and we'll concentrate really on the new releases. Is that okay?
Yep.
Okay, coming in at number 10, taking £536,615 this week for a grand total of £16,504,154, 12 Years a Slave.
BAFTA award winner.
Okay, number 9, taking £716,123 this week, £2,426,133 altogether, Dallas Buyers Club.
Forgotten about at the BAFTAs, probably going to win a lot more at the Oscars.
Okay, now the first new entry of the week coming in at number 8, taking £744,867. It's Endless Love.
Yeah, a romantic drama with Alex Pettyfer in it. Okay. Yeah, enough said.
Job done. Number 7, this is a movie that I'm surprised because I'm actually really looking forward to seeing, because I've seen the trailers and it really does look good. It's the second new entry of the week, taking £966,276. Cuban Fury.
Yeah. Andy actually really liked it, and it surprised me when he was reviewing this film on Monday. On Monday, actually. No, Sunday.
On Monday?
And it's really confusing me. The show goes out on different days now, but it's his fault. Did I mention that?
Yes.
But yeah, he really liked it. He actually made it his movie of the week, which surprised me, more so than the film that we'll actually get to a little bit later on. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he thought it was charming. He thought it was funny. He fell in love with it, to be honest.
Yeah,
which is surprising.
It looks really funny because I hadn't really been too interested in it at all. And I watched the trailer for it last weekend, and I actually took the trailer home I had it on my iPhone and showed it to Jack, and I was like, "We need to see this," and she thought it looked hilarious as well. Okay, number 6, the third new.
Actually, a good anniversary movie.
It is a good. Well, you see, because we were away all weekend, I'm planning on getting it, Monuments Men and RoboCop. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I haven't watched that many movies since I was 18. Right. The third new entry of the week coming in at number 6, taking £966,920. Stuart, no doubt your movie of the week, Tinkerbell and the Pirate Fairy.
Yeah, these films should be just direct to DVD, not in the cinema. How they're actually getting released in the cinema remains to be seen. I just don't get it.
Half the population are children.
Yes, yeah, and it took £966,000.
I've got 2 boys, and they are desperate to see this. That's how it's making money.
Tom Hiddleston does a voice in it.
Well, I'm in as well then.
Okay. Right, number 5, taking £1,130,707 for a grand total of £19,602,680 so far. It's The Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, the 9th highest grossing 18-rated film of all time at the UK box office.
Okay. Number 4, taking £1,404,118 this week for a grand total of £5,807,849. Mr. Peabody and Sherman.
Average at best.
Alrighty. Coming in at number 3, taking £1,509,810 this week for a grand total of £4,920,305 so far. It's The Future of Law Enforcement, RoboCop.
For me, it's one of those films that falls in the worst rating any film can fall into, and that's a 2-star. Because it's not like a terrible film, but it never reaches the realms of being good.
Okay. See, actually, a lot of people I know have seen it, and some of them have said that it's actually not a bad movie if you can try to not think of RoboCop.
Pretend it's the first RoboCop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But apart from that. Right, number 2 is the 4th new entry of the week, taking £1,616,625. An absolute cast to die for, The Monuments Men.
Yeah, it is a cast to die for. It's average in places. The acting is fine. Andy thought it was decent enough. There are parts of the movie which falls a bit flat, but because of the high caliber acting that you've got in it and the amount of stars that you've got in it, they sort of like bring the film alive a bit more than it should be. But I think it looks a bit of a mess, to be honest.
Okay. I have to say, I like the look of it.
Yeah, when I watched the first trailer, it seemed to be an interesting film, but because the fact that you've got so many big names in the movie, you can't let the film breathe that much, and so I'm doubting they're actually giving the big actors very much screen time or very much time with their characters.
Okay. Right, coming in at number 1 is the 5th and final new entry of the week, taking £8,051,140. Thank you, Jay. Is the Lego Movie?
Yeah, it is the highest grossing non-sequel animated movie since The Simpsons.
Wow.
Yes, since The Simpsons movie was released, this is the highest grossing non-sequel animated film.
Okay.
So well done to the Lego Movie. Yeah, it got a bit of a head start with the fact that it had a preview weekend.
Yes.
But still, it still did absolutely brilliant for itself. And it's doing amazing numbers worldwide on a budget of 60 million, which I can't get my head around that budget for it.
And universally loved. I have yet to meet anyone that didn't really, really like it.
Because they need to be smacked over the head with a lot of Lego bricks if they did hate it.
No, they need their mouth craggled together.
Yeah, craggled. No, I mean, yeah, did I like it? Yes. I didn't love it. I thought it was really, really good. It was a lot of fun.
It was very sweet as well.
Yeah, but I've yet to meet anybody who didn't like it. No matter what age.
Yeah, there's something in that film for everybody.
Yeah.
Actually, you're right, because as much I don't think it ranks anywhere near a brilliant movie, but I know people came out of Frozen going that was rubbish.
Yeah.
So I know what you mean, yeah.
But nobody has said, and there's a lot of bits in it where you'll smile, there's a couple of good gags in it. But yeah, overall,
Batman is stunning in
quite
it.
enjoy it. Yeah, best Batman movie yet.
It's actually, no bat nipples.
No bat nipples. Yeah.
Batman nipple?
No.
Yeah,
no. So it is a lot of good. Okay, what was your
factoid?
That was my factoid.
Right.
Yeah.
The highest rated non-sequel,
highest grossing non-sequel animated movie.
I see. That's a hard sentence. How long have you been practicing that sentence?
About 10 minutes.
See,
I got to bed around 4.
You're on form tonight.
it was a very good fact.
Yes, it was. It was an awesome fact.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And you know what? Everything is great when you're part of a team.
It is. Everything is great. Okay, now Stuart, we had a little bit of a wager with you last week.
Which we won.
Which we
No, you didn't.
In fact, you put yourself in this situation. You said that if Frozen was still in the top 10 this week, you would sing a little bit of Let It Go.
Yeah.
Which is kind of the title song.
And we didn't define which top 10, so we win.
Yeah. Now, it has fallen out of the charts, and you did message me earlier on about this before the show, and you said you're a little bit anxious about it, but that you were still going to man up, and you were going to do it. Now, is that still going to happen?
I'll do it after I do the little bit of video game news.
Oh, you see, he's running.
Well, because you know what? 3 cool factoids about Let It Go. it won a BAFTA this week.
Yeah.
Also, it was number 1 in North Korea and South Korea.
And number 3, Stuart's going to sing it.
No, that's the best factoid.
No, it isn't.
It is.
Trust me. It gives enough time for people to actually find some cotton wool to stick it in their ears.
Okay, right. What's the gaming news?
Well,
just before
a couple
the
of
gaming
films
news,
that
let me
are...
ask one more question.
Go on.
Did you go to the cinema to see it with the snowball?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. Go on. Gaming news.
A couple of films that are out this week. Out in the UK box, should be in the UK box office top 10 next week. You've got New York Winter's Tale, which is the Colin Farrell, sort of like billed as an adult fantasy film, which it looks a bit meh, to be honest. It's about a guy who seems to not be able to die, but he needs to try and find his lost love, and because he forgets who his love is. It looks a very muddled film.
50 First Dates?
Yeah, a bit like that. And then you've got the Jim Jarmusch vampire-esque film, Only Lovers Left Alive, which has got Tom Hiddleston in it and Tilda Swinton.
Oh.
And yeah, I'm seeing this film. I'm reviewing it on my show on Monday. This looks a really interesting film, a different take on the vampire genre, because we had Byzantium, which tried something different by calling them Sucrians, and so this looks another take on the vampire genre, and it looks a really interesting one. I think Tom Hiddleston was actually there to be a vampire. He's got that pale look on his skin, so I think he's perfect for the role.
He's got the cheekbones.
Yeah. And then, does anybody actually like Lars von Trier films?
No. Sort of.
Did I just hear a bell ring?
Was that you? Did you just ring?
No, that was my phone, sorry.
It wasn't your butler.
Yes. James, change my shoes.
Why would you call a butler to change your shoes? Because you could, because you had a butler. Okay, yes. He won't change his own shoes.
The question is, why would you not call a butler
I must admit, Alfred, change the bat boots.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What were we talking about there?
Lars von Trier.
Lars von Trier. No.
What is his top grossing film?
Well, he hasn't had a top grossing film, to be honest. He did Antichrist, he did Melancholia, so he's a director who creates very depressing films.
Oh, and I know what you're going to talk about then. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Nymphomaniac.
With the open bracket, close bracket.
Yeah, it's getting shown one day only, with the both parts being shown back to back. There's a little that's 4 hours of somebody who's addicted to sex. And so sitting through a 4-hour film like that, especially a movie directed by Lars von Trier, yeah, it's going to take some doing. The film itself is going on very limited release next Friday in its separate forms, so you can see it in its separate forms. But 4 hours of a Lars von Trier film, I could just barely manage to get through Melancholia, and that was a really depressing film, so there's no chance in hell I'm seeing this.
It's even worse than Lars von Trier. It's got Shia LaBeouf in it.
Yeah, with probably the worst accent he's ever done in a film ever. It's supposed to be British/Irish, his accent.
Brilliant. So it's somewhere between you and me, I suppose.
Yeah.
It would be your love child.
Lovely.
That's a horrible film.
Hey, hang on a minute. You're no catch either.
I know, I'm not.
And
that's why I thought,
horrible
thought.
It's the first movie to use non-simulated, simulated sex.
Yeah.
Yes,
because
there's 2 versions of the film.
But it's also got superimposed genitalia, let's put it politely.
Yep.
Lovely.
Which is just, I don't see the point, to be honest.
Sounds great.
Antichrist was bad enough, but at least it was
trying
trying
Antichrist?
As a story, I could see where he was going, but as a movie, it was abysmal.
I know, I didn't even want to watch it. The only movie of his that I actually watched the whole way through, and I really did want to kill myself at the end of it, was Dancer in the Dark.
Yeah, I agree.
Bjork. I mean, it's a good movie. It certainly is a good movie, and she is superb in it. But oh my god, it's so bleak.
Does he do
and
a
that's
happy
what
one?
that's his most easily accessible film as well.
Which is why, because I kind of consciously decided to start there, and I got to the end. I was like, right,
don't go
if that's
anywhere
mainstream frontier, I don't really want to see the rest.
It's actually, do you know that I think you've just hit it. It's someone you have to choose to see the movie, as in you have to force yourself to watch. There's no easy access to any of his movies. And I don't have the life left in me to put myself through that sort of movie.
Yeah, no, I mean, Antichrist, just the subject matter alone.
The Talking Fox was interesting.
Okay.
But it was, do you know, the Talking Fox, it looked like something that was rejected by the Muppets for quality.
Right, okay.
He didn't use much budget for the Fox.
All right. So, Stuart, you're going to have to sit through this.
No.
Oh, you're not
Are
going
you
to sit
sending
through this.
Andy?
You're not going to sit through this, right?
Yeah, I'm refusing to because I can't be bothered to sit through a 4-hour film directed by Lars von Trier.
So does that mean Andy's got the short straw?
I don't even think that he can actually be bothered to sit through that.
It could have been one. It could be your first non-review.
No, there's